We have made it to Cefalu. If you just watched my previous vlog, I finished that off this morning, and then since then we've caught the train to Cefalu, which is where we are now, and we will be here for 48 hours. Just a very quick pit stop, and it's actually very sadly our last stop in Sicily in this part of the trip anyway. We might come back here later, we'll see. We're not sure, we've really loved it. So we're thinking we might come back here later in the year. We really don't know what our plans are at the moment, but for the moment, it is our last 48 hours here in Sicily before we catch the train out of here. I thought I would bring you guys along for these last 48 hours that we have here in Sicily, 48 hours that we have here in Cefalu, because it's going to be a really exciting 2 days. I mentioned in my previous vlog that tomorrow is actually Jacob's birthday. He's turning 28, so we booked this nice hotel. I'll show you the view. Oh, it's so beautiful. Hold on, I'll show you the view. This is the view from our room. I'll go out there in a minute. So we're treating ourselves a little bit for the next 2 days, having a special birthday for Jacob. I think it's his first birthday overseas, so that's pretty exciting. And yes, we're about to go out for dinner now, and then as I said, tomorrow is his birthday, so I'll check back in with you then, and I'll show you what I got him and all of that. But let's go out to dinner. Hey everyone, welcome back. We've fast forwarded a few days now, and we have completely left Cefalu, left Sicily, and we are in a completely different part of Italy altogether. But last time I spoke to you, we were in Cefalu, and I didn't really finish that off, so I'm going to finish that off now and let you know everything that we did and kind of provide an update and our recommendations of everything that we did in Cefalu, because we loved it. Hence the kind of lack of footage from Cefalu, just because it was just so much fun and we just kind of were taking it all in and just had a really, really great time. So where did I last leave you? I think it was like kind of the morning of Jacob's birthday. Woke up on the morning and we'd paid for the like buffet breakfast at our accommodation. So we went and sat on like the balcony and had the beautiful view out of like the ocean, and Cefalu was stunning. And then we went back to our room, which was literally like a few steps away. So I think at about that time it was probably like 9:30 in the morning. A bunch of Jacob's family called and he spent like an hour on the phone to them, and then unwrapped his presents. I got him a t-shirt, I got him a comic book in Italian, and then the main present that I got him that he didn't actually know about was a little wooden chess set that I bought back when we were in Croatia and I've been carrying around for like the past 2 months. So that was really nice, and then we kind of packed up quickly and left at like, I guess I say quickly, but it was like 2 hours later, left to go to the beach. So Cefalu is kind of, well, it's on the beach and it's got this beach that goes all the way around, but there's a lot of like the umbrellas on the beach that you pay for a lot of the time in Europe, which you haven't done that at all in our trip so far yet. The first time we saw it was when we were in Nice, and I think it was like €30 each for like a seat, and then like an extra €5 for an umbrella or something. So we didn't do it there. And then we've kind of just said, oh, it's too expensive along the way, even though we've seen it cheaper. I think in Greece it was really cheap, and then in other places in Sicily it was also pretty cheap. I think in San Vito Lo Capo, where we went earlier, it was only like €20 for two seats and an umbrella. So it was super cheap there, but we still didn't do it because that's like 32 Australian dollars. And we were like, oh, there's plenty of space on the beach, so we won't worry about that. But because it was Jacob's birthday and we really loved Cefalu, it was so pretty, we thought, okay, we'll enjoy this full day and spend the whole day at the beach. So we hired 2 chairs and an umbrella. That was €45 for like a row that was second from the front, which was kind of what we wanted. So that was easy, and then we could just go and order drinks from a bar all day. We could get some cocktails. I left and got lunch actually, but you could also order food from there, and just, yeah, it was a super fun, like, relaxing day. We went in the ocean, played around with, we've got this like ball that we throw, spent like an hour doing that. So that's kind of how we spent our day in Cefalu. Then we went back to our room and bought some of those little, like, I don't actually know what they're called, like they're kind of like liqueurs. I'll look up the name and like put it here, but we bought 2 of them from like a little shop, and then we took that up on our balcony again at night and drank some of that, played a game of chess. I lost, and then we went out for dinner. And that was kind of the end of our time in Cefalu. We got some more granitas. We found a really, really good granita place, like the best ones we have had so far. And we went back there both nights that we were there. But yeah, that's kind of what we did in Cefalu. We wish we were there for slightly longer, like an extra day would have been perfect. There was just so much to see, and it was just so beautiful. And I reckon if we could go back and do it again, we would add an extra day there, because really nice, relaxing, like beach town that we could have spent a lot more time in. So if you're looking to go, highly recommend Cefalu. I reckon if there was anywhere we would to go back, you'd maybe be there. Or if anywhere we could have extended longer, it definitely would have been there. So highly recommend Cefalu. It's crazy. It's now the end of August and we got to Sicily on the 1st of August. So we spent pretty much a full month in Sicily. So I thought as well, along with kind of what we did in Cefalu, I'd give you just a brief overview of everything that we did in Sicily, and then hit on like my 3 like top recommendations in Sicily, because yeah, we spent a lot of time there and it was just, yeah, so much fun. We were there in August actually, which I think is if you ask anyone, I think they would recommend don't go to Sicily in August, because it is so hot. And also that's when all the Italians like go on vacation. Well, anyways, I'll give you a quick rundown on everything that we did in our 3-4 weeks in Sicily. We got there on the 1st of August, and then we had like a week and a half house sit booked. For those of you who don't know what house sitting is, it's kind of where we have signed up to this website and we like connect with people to go and house sit for them and look after their house and their dogs while they go, well, not their dogs, their pets. Their pets while they go away on a holiday, and we go live in their house free of charge. Like they don't pay us anything, we don't pay them anything, but it's kind of like a swap. But you do both pay to sign up to the website and get verified and all that, so it's all very safe. But yeah, so anyways, we started this with a week and a half house sit, which I vlogged all of that. We spent our first couple days in this house sit. It was in Catania. I've been saying Catania, I'm pretty sure it's Catania. A lot of the places I'll probably say wrong, so I'm so sorry, but bear with me. We recouped the first half of this sit, and then we drove around to a lot of places in Catania. We went down to Noto and a few little towns around near there. We went up to Taormina, and we also did like a day trip to Mount Etna. Then after the house sit, we dropped our car back off at the airport and took a bus down to Siracusa and stayed on the island of Ortigia for 2 nights. And then from there we went from Ortigia back up to, where do we go? We caught a bus back to Catania, and then a bus from there directly all the way out to Trapani. We stayed there for 4 nights, and then we caught a bus back from there up to Palermo. We stayed in Palermo for 6 nights, and then from there we caught a train from Palermo directly to Cefalu. That was only like an hour, and then, as I said, we left Cefalu the other day and caught the train out of Cefalu all the way up through to Rome. So that was kind of how we spent our 3.5-4 weeks in Sicily. Our favourite parts of all of that were probably the house sit in Catania. We had a car there as well, so it made it very easy to go and do day trips. That's definitely something I would recommend. Number 1, if you can, get a car, because it makes it so easy to go see all the little towns. They're also pretty. Second recommendation though would probably be, honestly, I don't know, if you have a car and you can, or even if not, if you can get down to the town of Noto. It is very pretty, very cool, and it's designed in a way that I think all the buildings in the city like face a certain way, or they're designed to be straight down, so when the sun sets, the sun comes up through the city, and in golden hour the whole town is lit up in gold, and it's super pretty, super cool. We unfortunately just missed it, but we saw how pretty it could have been, so I'm kind of giving that as a recommendation, as something, because we didn't do it and that sounds up your alley. Definitely something, get there. I don't know, we got there like just before 8, which was, and the sun was setting at 8, so if you're coming at around this time, get there at like 7 or earlier. Third recommendation, I mean, it definitely depends what you want to do with your time in Sicily. If you want to use it as more relaxing or exploring. Like, we had so much fun exploring. We did Mount Etna, that was really cool. Definitely something that I would recommend. But probably again, my favorite place that we went to and favorite thing that we saw was Cefalu. So if you're into the more relaxing side of things, but you still get a sense of the town and you get to obviously eat all the delicious foods, I would definitely recommend going to Cefalu, because I wish we had an extra day there because it felt a little bit cut short. But hopefully that was helpful if you're going to Sicily or you want to go to Sicily and you're planning a trip. We had so much fun. Definitely recommend hiring your own car, but if you can't or it's not in the budget or whatever, catching the buses and trains around was super easy. Just one thing to know, that or at least what we've noticed, everything in Sicily, we haven't done too much of the rest of Italy yet, so I don't want to stereotype it, but every single bus we caught was very, very late. So plan that in your schedule. Don't book a bus to the airport and plan it to be there if you're running tight on time, because they were all very late, but it was super easy to actually get around in them. We didn't have a problem, because on that day that I said, we caught 2 buses, one all the way across down from Syracuse across to Trapani. Our first bus was late, and then our second bus was even later, so we left enough time, but even if we hadn't, both buses were late anyway, so it wasn't a problem for us. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of all I have for this video. Sorry it's not my longest, and has just been a lot of me talking. Hope that's okay. But yes, we are out in central Italy at the moment. I'll talk to you more about that on my next vlog. It's actually probably I'd probably say the nicest place we've stayed so far. We have a pool. I'll bring you along on what it's like to do house sitting in Italy next time. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed and you want to follow along on the rest of our journey, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.